Hey everyone, we're starting a new vlog today. I'm hoping this is gonna be like a fun weekend vlog. We don't have a ton going on, but we do have a birthday thing for one of my friends tomorrow night. And I just thought I'd bring you along my weekend. If it doesn't end up being enough, maybe I'll vlog a little bit next week too. It's still been really dark and cloudy out lately, so I feel like my lighting is just never good anymore in my videos. But this is honestly just a part of this time of year. For where I live, it's just always cloudy and kind of depressing. It's just really dreary out there. I don't want to show you my messy backyard and my garden that needs to be tilled, but that's the reality right now. We are gonna go get food tonight, but I don't just want to be eating out all weekend. I want to try to eat somewhat healthy. I have been trying to not eat super bad, but it is really hard, especially because I have an appetite like no other right now. I feel like maybe it's gonna go down a little bit. Sorry, I have to put this camera down. Okay, like I said, I feel like it's gonna go down a little bit maybe as my stomach like moves up and the baby gets bigger, but my second trimester, I have been eating like a rabid animal. I'm just so hungry all the time, but I do try to cook a lot at home and eat fairly healthy as much as I can. So maybe I'll show you guys some cooking in this vlog and maybe future vlogs too, because honestly, food is something that I've been passionate about always, like flavors and doing different and fun dishes, just because I just love food. So maybe I'll put more cooking into the vlogs and show you guys what I'm eating and all of that. I do need to take my supplements though before tonight, because if I don't eat dinner at home, I often forget to take them because I usually take them with dinner. So I'm gonna grab those. I feel like I need to move my camera back because I have to like bend down so you can see me. I think I showed which prenatals I've been taking in the last vlog, but in case you're curious, I've been taking the Ritual. I know these are super popular. A lot of people take these. I was taking a different brand, but believe it or not, they were actually more expensive than these. And I know these are supposed to be really good, so I just switched to these for the first time this last month. I got the citrus ones. I think I just prefer that to like a mint for like a flavored pill. I feel like I look so different seeing myself on camera right now. My belly has really popped this week. I'm gonna turn the camera because I have still boxes and stuff over there from the baby shower that we haven't taken care of yet. But like, I feel huge. Anyway, the other supplements that I've been taking are a digestive enzyme, because I was taking this before and it just, I feel like is something that makes a big difference for me. And I know that it's supposed to be good, really good in pregnancy. Sorry. I've been taking these Transformation Digeszymes, the Genesis of Good Health. I get these on Amazon. And then the last thing I take, which I actually take these separate from the other two, because apparently if you take magnesium and enzymes together, the magnesium keeps the enzymes from working. That's what my sister told me like literally a few weeks ago. So I started taking them separately, which is kind of a pain because sometimes I forget to take my magnesium, which is not a good thing because leg cramps. If you know, you know. These are the Spriggs Mama Bear Magnesium Complex. There are 4 forms of magnesium in here, so everything you need, and they're like formulated specifically for pregnancy. I take these before bed, so I usually take these with dinner, and then I take these before bed because I know magnesium is supposed to help you sleep and all of that, and I get leg cramps when I wake up in the morning. So I did actually forget to take these last night. Thankfully, I was okay this morning, but I can't forget tonight. So anyways, I'm not gonna ramble too much about that. I feel like these vlogs and videos have been a lot of pregnancy stuff, and I said that it wasn't just gonna be pregnancy stuff. I promise this whole video will not be, but I just thought I would share that in case any of you are interested, and hopefully we can get some good vlog footage in for the weekend. babe. Do you have like extra pork in your bag?
There's a number of extra pork there. Oh, Dave,
I suck at vlogging, so here I am making dinner Sunday night. I'll explain what I'm making in a second, babe. I have ground beef, some carrots and onions that I've already chopped up, some mango chunks from the freezer that I had, lemon because I don't have lime, and cilantro, and then this gochujang. I cannot say that, but I just got this big bag on Amazon. I like it for a little bit of spice. It has really good flavor. I've got some garlic, sesame oil, ginger, and then some honey. You could use maple syrup or brown sugar, and soy sauce. If you haven't already guessed, this is like an Asian kind of dish. We're going for a beef bowl, and I just wanted to use what I already have in my fridge. So it's kind of a random assortment of things, and I've made variations of this before. You can totally do something similar with what you have around. This is really good with pineapples cooked in with the meat and the sauce, but I didn't have any, so that's why I used mangoes. The nice thing about mangoes is they don't really change their texture when they're frozen, so you can thaw them and they'll basically be the same. But I decided to try to grate some of this carrot because I felt like chopping it, I was getting really big pieces. Didn't work very well with these small carrots, as you can see, so I pretty much gave that up. But I'm just heating up a pan with some avocado oil, and then I let the onions and carrots saute in the pan for a few minutes. I added the garlic after so it wouldn't burn, along with some of that ginger paste. You can totally chop your own things. This is just fast and easy for me. Sorry also if I get out of breath quickly. That's just part of pregnancy. I added the meat after that, and I didn't show it, but I did add some salt and pepper too, and then just added all the sauce ingredients at this point. The only thing I measured is the sesame oil because I didn't want to do too much. You can kind of go overboard with sesame oil. I started with a tablespoon, but I ended up adding a little more anyways. Everything else I pretty much just did to taste, and this isn't like a specific recipe, so you can do what you like. But I also made some rice to go with this. I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but I feel like with a bowl that's kind of self-explanatory. And then I went ahead and chopped up the ingredients for kind of like mango salsa situation. It's just cilantro that I had. I like my cilantro chopped up really fine because it gives everything a lot of flavor. And then picked the mangoes out of the frozen bag and chopped them up. Again, this is just what I had, so I wanted to use what I had, but you could do so many variations of this. I kept this super simple. I didn't have lime, so I used lemon like I said. I just did the mango, cilantro, a pinch of salt, and the lemon, and then mixed it up, and we topped our bowls off with this. It was actually really, really good. Again, I do love this with like pineapple cooked into the sauce too. I don't love mango cooked down so much though, so that's why I did a salsa situation. I just assembled everything, and this is so good. I wouldn't have thought that this type of a thing with ground beef would be that great, but somehow it works. It's delicious if you don't want to deal with chopping up chicken. So yeah, that was dinner for Sunday night. Good morning. Today is the first sunny day we've had in weeks. That was a random notification. I feel like I've just been missing some extra life because we've had some of the darkest days. The weekend is over now. All I filmed on Sunday was making my dinner recipe, so we're just gonna pretend that today is Sunday and we're gonna have a chill day. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video yet. Sorry if you can see the mess in the background. I'm gonna come over here now. Lighting isn't as good and the sun is kind of going in and out of a cloud a little bit, but still it's so much brighter than it's been. I'm just having my coffee. I actually already had a piece of toast earlier this morning, but I'm gonna make like my actual breakfast now, and I think I'm just gonna do some form of oats. I've kind of actually been craving them. Some like berry or fruit oatmeal. So I'm gonna make that, and I have more filming to get done today. I wanna film some shorts, especially since I have good lighting today. I haven't had good lighting in weeks, like I said. So, I mean, obviously, like I'm excited in general because it puts me in a good mood, but it is nice that I can get some filming done while the sun is shining. So that's the plan for today. I wanna try to finish up this vlog today because tomorrow we're gonna be baking all day for Thanksgiving, and it just isn't something I wanna have to worry about. So let me know if in the future you wanna see just like day in my life vlogs. I could do that during the week, a little bit easier than on the weekend, or I can just do like a week in my life or whatever, but let me know, I guess, if you have a preference. Anyway, I'm getting hungry, so let's go make breakfast. Okay, I have about a half a cup of oats here, a little bit more because I just wanted to finish the container. It was pretty much empty. And I just used the Aldi old-fashioned rolled oats. And the thing I do with my oats is I really like to just blend them a tiny, tiny bit. Not a ton, I just pulse it in my NutriBullet once. Like 1 second is all it needs. And I get like half of them kind of ground up, and then the rest of them are whole, and it's a good mix, and it's kind of similar to the texture of packet oats if you like that. Personally, I prefer that, and I think it just makes them creamier. I'm gonna start with about half a cup of milk, and then I'll add more as we go. Forgot to turn my burner on. I just like the milk to heat up a little bit, and then I'll add my oats. Obviously you can use water if you want, and I'm just making this how I like my oats. But I feel like oatmeal is something that everybody likes different, so you just have to do it how you like it. Okay, I'm gonna turn my heat up a little too high because I was being impatient, but it is cooking down now. I'll take it off the heat just for a second, add some vanilla. Oh, that might have been too much. Oh well. I feel like you can never have too much vanilla anyways. Some cinnamon. And then I really like maple syrup, honestly, in everything. This is just my favorite sweetener. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. So I'll just stir that. Add a little bit more milk. I kind of just eyeball it at this point. Might actually do just like a little pinch of ground cardamom too. And then this is kind of random, but I saw, I think it's Tish Wonders on YouTube, grate apple into her oatmeal, and it looked really good. I love fruit in my oatmeal, so I'm just gonna grate some apple straight in there. Okay, that's actually harder than it looks. And then once I know the oats are cooked, I like to add a little bit of milk afterwards just to thin it out, because I like my oats a little bit creamier and thinner in texture, but I don't want them to get overly mushy and overcook too much. And I know that they are cooked enough, so I'll just add milk to thin out the texture, and then I will take it off the heat. And then as soon as that's plated, should let the heat on. I'm actually gonna take some frozen berries and just put them in this pot, kind of let them cook down a little bit to top off the oatmeal, because I just love berries cooked, frozen, fresh, however, but I really like when they're kind of like a compote. I think I forgot to show it, but I also added a pinch of salt. Just adds a little more flavor. And then another thing I don't usually do, but I also saw Tish Wonders do this, just adding a little bit of Greek yogurt for some extra protein. So we're gonna try it today and see what I think. And then we'll top that off with the fruit. Okay, let's give it a little taste test. I love warm cooked fruit like that. Honestly, with the cooked fruit on top, the Greek yogurt isn't even noticeable. I thought it would be more like intense against the oats, but it's really not. And I do often put berries into my oatmeal and like mix it all together, but something about letting it cook down and putting it on top gives it like kind of a pie effect, which I love a good pie. Yeah, that's really good. Also, if anyone has anything to say, this is decaf coffee. Not that it matters, and I do definitely have caffeinated sometimes, but most mornings right now I try to drink decaf just to balance it out a little bit. But obviously, as long as you're not having too much caffeine during pregnancy, you can have regular caffeinated coffee. I just don't notice like a huge difference in taste, and honestly, I don't even know why I said that. I just feel like there's always people that have something to say. So, but okay, I'm gonna enjoy this now.